Okay. Good morning, church. Everybody can hear me? All right, cool. All right. As Reverend Richards would have said, I'm going to just share a little reflection about what it is in the mind of a teenage boy. But I'm not a teenage boy, but I guess I could still try something. All right. I just called it my mother because I know what else to name it. All right. I would be a liar from the deepest, darkest pit of hell if I said that being a son to a mother is easy. Sometimes her discipline is not desired, nor is it asked for. Sometimes she makes me do things that I really do not desire to do. But now that I'm older, I realize that all of these things were meant to help me and prepare me for the difficulties of adulthood and to discipline me to be not too spoiled. So to that, I say to my mother, thank you. Out of love for her children, she has given discipline and has made many sacrifices that can be considered unreasonable and foolish to the natural man. But to the man that knows and understands true love, it is very commendable. I mean, which mother wouldn't truly give the best to her sons and daughters? Does not the writer of Proverbs say in chapter 1, verse 8, to not forsake your mother's teaching? But why does he say this? Well, if we simply read the next verse, verse 9, we would realize that a loving mother's teachings are like a garland to grace your head and a chain to adorn your neck. I can honestly say this about my mother's teachings because many of them were used to instill good habits into her children and to raise them up in good ways. Was it always easy? No. Was it easy 87% of the time? Knowing how I was? No. But it was love. And to that I say to my mother, thank you. Yes, mommy has been there in all the parts of my life that she would have been able to contribute to. When I was smaller, I remember the days of going out into town to buy new school supplies. Now that in itself was a complete nightmare. But I cannot tell you I cannot tell you how she put up with my temper tantrums. Regardless, for all her children, she made sure that they always looked presentable for school and that they had all the necessary school supplies to succeed. She even made sure we all went to bed by a certain time each night. Although I did not agree with this at the time, I can say that I appreciate it now because I see the value in it, and I would definitely do the same thing if I had my own child. This goes to show that even though I did not understand the wisdom in the action at the time, she did, and I'm grateful she didn't listen to my thousands and thousands of requests to stay up past my bedtime when I was at that age. So to that, I say to my mother, thank you. After a certain point in school, she could not help me academically, but she made sure that I had lunch every single day and a place to do my projects and to study my work. She was not just there for school, though. She also helped us where she could personally. For her family, she makes sure that dinner is prepared every single night. Even to this day, we still get home cooking most nights. And my mother, when I had long hair, not my mother, when I had long hair, she used to do it for me so that I would not pull all the hair out of my head trying to detangle it myself. She also did the same thing for my sister when she was a little girl, and she even does it now when she acts on rare occasions. She ensured that all her children were never practiced drinking alcohol and raised us all to be mannerly and on time people. On the holidays, she would buy her children clothes and jewelry she thought was nice. Yes, indeed, a mother's love knows not when to stop. And to all of that, I say to my mother, thank you. And that's it.